Good afternoon. I had a few minutes and I wanted to talk with you about this tempest and why it is called a tempest. So, again, about 5 years ago, after the initial treatment for the cancer. And by the way, that treatment involved, it was a double mastectomy, all the chemo, and all radiation. It had gone in my lymph nodes and all that. Okay, so after all that was done, the Lord gave me a dream. And he gave me many dreams at that time. And what's really interesting is how they're all coming back. Thankfully, I wrote them down. But in this particular dream, I was walking on this sea. And, in my mind, I saw it as like the Sea of Galilee. But I was walking on this sea. And I was walking with Yeshua, with Jesus. And we're just walking hand in hand. We see the waves going. And I'm holding his hand. I'm not like clinging to him for dear life, thankfully. And he shows me something, way, way out there. And he says, look way out there. Look way, way out there. He said, you see that? I said, yeah, I do. And I said, what is that? And it was like this big storm, this big, 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 big wave with this whole kaleidoscope of colors, just every color you can imagine. It was way off there. And he said, that's another storm. I said, oh, wow, it's beautiful. And he said, yeah, it is. He said, are you afraid? I said, I'm not. I'm not afraid. He said, I didn't think you were. And that was it. That was all to that dream. And interestingly enough, 2 weeks before getting the initial diagnosis, the first time I had cancer, 2 weeks before that, I was praying with the Lord and writing, and he said, do you want to see something beautiful? And I said, oh yeah, I want to see something beautiful. And he said, okay, I'll show you something beautiful. And then I was diagnosed with cancer. It was scary, but it ended beautiful. It did. And the Lord has done amazing things with that. Just so many. But then he showed me this other storm way, way out there. And it's beautiful too. So on August 3rd, it's like 3 weeks before this diagnosis, maybe 2 weeks before this diagnosis again, he wakes me. 3 o'clock again, 3:20 actually. And he says, I will teach you to state my voice and say, peace, be still. I'm reading from my journal. Even the winds and the waves will obey you, but only because it is I who resides in you. Emmanuel, in you. Then he said, Remember the tempest? That storm. When you and I walked on the water? That kaleidoscope of color in the wave? Were you afraid? I answered no. The winds and the waves, the tempest, it all obeys you because I am in you. I bring the tempest of you. I bring the tempest. I in you is the tempest. Many will come seeking peace, and they will rage and be fearful, but you must calm them and hush them. Peace, be still. A wave knocked against another wave. It will stop it or change its direction. They must be overcome with my tempest. And then they will fall with me into my shalom, my peace. Walk on the raging sea with me and walk as my shalom. Take my hand. Let's go for a walk. I love you always. And then again on August 7th, he woke me again at 3 a.m. And he says, I am King of Kings and Lord of Lords. I am doing a new thing in you. Do not be afraid. Have I not held you all your life? Have I not directed your every move? Remember, do not see with your eyes, but with the faith I have developed in you. I am dividing and gathering a congregation around you. Man can do nothing to you, as I am for you. I have you. Walk by faith, not by sight. The wave is there, yes. But you are the tempest I'm using for that wave of fear. He and I against the wave of fear, combating with shalom, with his peace, completeness in him. The wave is there, but you are the tempest I'm using for that wave. Do not be afraid. Be strong and courageous. I go before you, and the waters part for you. Walk as my kingdom. I am with you. I am in you. I in you. The tempest. Okay, so the waves are scary. They are. But the one who hushes the waves, the one that the waves obey, is in you. Do you understand that? The same voice that calmed those waters Peace, be still. That same voice can be used through your mouth to take that wave of fear and change its direction. Because that's a wave, but you're a tempest. He overcomes with his peace that passes all understanding. We're facing a lot of potential fear. But if you're a tempest, the waves fear you. There is one in you and one in me. We are one who will overcome any wave of fear. So let us rise up and take our place as the tempest. And let us dare to crash into those waves of fear and change their direction. The one who overcomes is in us. He is in you. Do not forget who is in you. The Lord bless you and keep you. Oh, he is so close. He is in you. Love you.